Hello, my name is Haley Smith, and I am a student in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. I am here with Mrs. Christina Vaughn, the technology teacher at North Mobile K-8. We are going to discuss ways that she uses technology in her classroom, ways that she wishes to use technology in her classroom in the future, and why overall technology is important in the curriculum. So what are some ways that you use technology today?
A couple of things that I do. One thing is when my students come in, they have a QR code that is posted on the board, and when they scan that QR code with their device or iPad, then that will take them to their bell ringer or whatever assignment that I want them to get started on to begin our day. Once they have completed their bell ringer, they are to email me their responses or some type of their answers so that I can review those, and I also use this as a way to check for attendance.
What are some ways that you want to use technology in the future?
There are several things that I want to do. One of them being I want my students to start participating in blogging so that we have a class blog, and not only where they blog to me but to their peers as well, and I would like them to respond to each other so that when we are discussing a certain topic, they can respond to each other and give ideas to each other, and also use this as a way to critique their classmates.
That is something that we use in EDM 310. We use that. We'll use classmates, and we also we'll find classrooms of kids across the country, across the world. We've even had some from New Zealand. It was pretty cool, and we just peer edited and viewed, and shows that people all over the world are reading our work.
To interrupt you, that's another thing that we have in our classroom, which is Jabber, which is hooked up through our smart boards, and we are able to call another classroom. It could be across the county, it could be across the country, and it can be even across continents, where we can call into another classroom that is also a Jabber classroom, and we can actually see what they're doing, and they can see what we're doing, so we can have communication between classrooms, that may be going on in California or in Georgia, so we can have those interactions between those kids. So that also helps them to broaden their cultural horizons, so that they are used to seeing how kids are different from us, even regionally, as compared to across the nation as well.
And that even goes with the Common Core, because that's the point of Common Core, is they want every school across the country to be learning the same thing, and that it can show the students in your classroom,
right,
well, this is what they're learning, and it's also the same thing we're learning.
And it's also nice too when we're able to do that. If there's something that I know that a teacher across the hall is doing, or a teacher, another technology teacher at another school is doing in Mobile County, then we can jabber into their classrooms, and my class can actually watch her lesson, or her class can watch my lesson, and then we are able to kind of team teach, but we're not even in the same room. We're actually across the county from each other, but we're still able to see each other, and our kids are able to see other classrooms, and they can interact with each other as well.
Jabbers, I've never heard of Jabber, so it's a good resource to learn. Why do you think that overall technology is important?
Technology is important. A lot of times today, we see a lot of kids that are texting on their cell phones, or they do all of their, internet surfing through smartphones. But once they get out into the real world, they may not have had that experiences with actual computers. And when they get out into the real world in colleges and in the work field, then they are not prepared for the skills that they need for school, or for their whatever they're in, whether it be school or their career. A lot of times, you'll see even on job applications or on these web pages that have job postings, they want you to have computer processing skills. They want you to have skills in Excel or in Microsoft Outlook, which is the email that a lot of them use. And a lot of these kids, since they're using smartphones, they don't have these skills. You know, their email goes straight to them. They're not word processing. It's not being taught, you know, as much as it should have been or should be. And I remember when I was in high school, we actually had a keyboarding class, and they are slowly starting to phase that out. But I feel like that is very important, that kids need to even have just the basic keyboarding skills as well as word processing skills and the skills necessary to be able to go online and use the internet to find research and to compile different research topics, or even be able to, you know, use it for, you know, recipes or anything. You know,
Right.
they need to be able to know what they have at their fingertips and be able to use that. And that's my goal as a technology teacher, is to show them how to implement the technology into their real lives and not just do it for a grade, but make them see that correlation between, it is important for you to know how to do this because, you know, you will need this to be successful in college, or you will need this to be successful in the workforce. And I want them to get those hands-on opportunities so that they will be able to have those skills necessary once they leave me, and be a little bit more comfortable using using technology in their everyday life once they leave high school and go into the workforce.
Well, thanks for talking to me, and thanks for teaching me the resources that you use in your class.
You're welcome. Thank you.